Us, in today's class, we're going to cover some of Shuto techniques. As you remember, in previous classes, we already covered one Shuto technique, which is Shuto sakotso uchi. I'm just going to show how it looks like, just to remind you. Now the next technique that we're going to do, it's going to be Shuto Yoko ganmen uchi. Shuto Yoko ganmen uchi. Again, Shuto is this part of your palm, the blade of your palm. Yoko means that the punch comes from the side. Ganmen is the head, and we're punching either on a jawline or the temple of the head, or anywhere in between those two spots. Now the punch starts from here, like pretend that you're doing like a sotuke. Look at my fingers. The fingers are, my palm is not all the way behind. You can see my fingers, or maybe you can hide a little bit the fingers back. Now the elbow goes all the way back in order to use as much as it can acceleration. Common mistake is that people punch this way forward and kind of cut the way of the punch. The punch comes from way back, goes from the side. Like I said, it's like a sotuke, but this time the elbow doesn't go down like in sotuke. The elbow stays up on this line, and we're exposing the blade of the palm, which is the hitting surface. Goes from the side, punch. From the side, punch. Now what my opposite arm is doing, it's very important to use both arms simultaneously. Now when I start doing the punch, I pretend that this arm pulls everything, like this is the driving arm that it pulls and accelerates my punching arm. You can't just do this way, one arm just to throw it, and the opposite arm just to bring it back. You have to use the whole rotation, the whole body rotation, to create the power of this punch. Now when I punch, where do I stop with my punch? Again, a lot of people, they punch and I stop here. You have to pass the point of the impact in order to create a power into this punch. I don't stop where I punch, I pass that point. If I'm punching this side of the head, I'm not going to stop here and touch the head. I actually going to pass on the other side of the head. So the punch goes, passes the point of impact, and stops on the other side. Now let's look from the side, from this angle. Where my opposite arms goes. The back arm, we got it, it goes from here. My opposite arm goes under my armpit. Again, I'll remind you, like you're doing sotuke, same motion, but this time the arm is open. Its own fist is open. Shuto Yoko ganmen uchi. Use the whole body into the punch. Os. Next technique is going to be Shuto sakotso uchi komi. Again, I'll demonstrate the technique and then I'll explain. What am I doing here? This technique hits the collarbone. Now the arm, the hitting arm, is going forward, and pretend that you're doing like a seikin chuanski. It's the same motion, but this time we need to punch the collarbone, and when the arm goes forward, my fingers are pointed forward, and at the very end, just before my arm is gonna punch the target, I turn into Shuto. So I go forward with my fingers forward, and in the last moment, I turn into Shuto. Maybe you're gonna see it better from this angle. So my arm goes forward, and at the very end, gets in Shuto. Forward, Shuto. What I'm trying to explain here is that the arm doesn't go from here right away and you're kind of pushing forward. It's more like a slicing motion. You kind of slice through it, and at the very end you adjust your arm to Shuto and goes to the collarbone. Maybe closer look is going to be better. Again, in this technique, like every other, we need to use a little bit the shoulder motion. And then I create this power with my shoulders down. It's not like, I'm not like this. The shoulders are down, very loose, and I just go forward, slice, Shuto, forward, slice, Shuto. Shuto, sakotso, uchi, komi. This side. Now the arm is not completely extended. Maybe from this angle you can see that my arm is kind of stretched, but my arm is slightly bent. I'm not fully extend the arm. This is what protects your joint. Same with the seikin chuanski. My arm is not completely extended, slightly bent. This protects the joint, the elbow joint. Shuto sakotso uchi komi. Os.